Hey everyone, so today's video is going to be a tutorial on this makeup. I just filmed this for you guys because I thought it would be perfect for New Year's Eve. I've got kind of like a khaki brown smoky eye with a plummy mauvey lip. For New Year's this year I'm actually going to the Britomart Beach Party, which is a town event party thing with all the clubs. I don't really know, so I don't know if I'd wear something quite this dramatic. So if you're interested in seeing how I got this look and how you can recreate it, then just keep on watching. So I'm going to start off by applying my L'Oreal Skin Perfection Serum all over my face. It's going to smooth that over my entire face because it's just going to hydrate my skin lightly, and it's also just going to give a really nice smooth base. Primer, I'm going to go with my Benefit Porefessional, and I'm just going to apply that pretty much all over my face. You want to focus it more so where you have larger pores. I'm also going to take my Stay Don't Stray by Benefit and just apply that to both my lids and my under eyes, just to prime both areas and prevent any creasing. Then for my foundation, I'm going to go for my Bobbi Brown Skin Foundation. I'm going to have to mix a little bit of white foundation in with this, but this is in the colour 2.5 Warm Sand, and I'm just going to blend that in with a beauty blender. You want to use a foundation that's going to give you, or can give you, full coverage. So I really like this foundation because it's really thin and it's buildable. So I'm just going to build it up until it gives me a foundation that I'm happy, a coverage that I'm happy with. Then I'm going to go in with my MAC Pro Correcting Conceal palette, and I'm going to take a mixture of NC15 and NC20 just because my skin is kind of in the middle at the moment, and I'm just going to put that anywhere where I need just a little bit of extra coverage. This isn't what most people would call full coverage, but I personally don't like to have full coverage because I feel like that looks quite unnatural, at least on me for some reason. So I just like to make it maybe to a medium coverage and then build up where I need it with a concealer. Then I'm going to go in with my Art Deco Perfect Teint Concealer. Mine's in the shade 5, and I'm just going to twist a little bit of this and use it primarily underneath my eyes, but also a little bit kind of down this area just to highlight that as well. I feel like this will just help to make my face look nice and sculpted. And then again, blending that out with my beauty blender. Once you're happy with your coverage, you can go ahead and set it down with the powder. This one is from ZA, it's the Skin Beauty Face Powder. Mine's in the colour 1, and I'm just going to apply this all over my face with a kabuki brush. I personally prefer to have a matte finish when I'm going out, just because that means that as I kind of sweat, which is kind of nasty, but it is summertime, my skin will go dewier rather than being dewy and then going oily. Next is time for brows. Lately I've been really enjoying my Anastasia dip brow in the colour Chocolate. I'm going to apply that with a brush from Balm, and it's the 763. Then I'm going to take my same concealer palette from earlier and just carve out underneath my brows. This just means that if I kind of wear under the lines anywhere, I can just push it back so that it looks more defined. And I just like to pull down with my finger to blend that out. So just pat and drag it downwards. You want to blend it away from the brow, obviously. I find this to be the easiest way. Of course you can't forget brow gel, so I'm going in with my $1 Billion Brows Clear Brow Gel. Then for eyes, I'm all for simple makeup. Simple smoky makeup is sort of like what I like to go to for New Year's and stuff like that. So I'm just going to go ahead and use my Balmsai palette. This is from the Balm, and I got it from beautybliss.co.nz. I'm going to start off by taking Score, which is just a medium brown. You could use your bronzer or any medium brown shade that you have. I'm just going to blend that through my crease. And and I'm doing it right the way around, so I'm kind of bringing it in to meet my inner corner. I like really rounded eye looks on me, but if you want you can wing it out so that it's more angular, but I feel like rounded suits my eye shape best. Then I'm going to take Cowabunga, which is this colour here. It's a really fun kind of khaki colour. I'm going to pat this all over my eyelid. Then taking that same brush, and I'm going to go back in with Score, which was that medium brown. I'm going to blend it up a little bit more, just to try and blend out that line. Then I'm going to go in with Dig It, which is a slightly darker colour than Score, and I'm just going to apply this into my outer corner. I don't want anything too dark and dramatic because I want to be able to wear like a semi-dark lip, so I'm just going to keep it not light but not too dark and smoky. And then again back in with a blending brush, although this time we want it to be free of any product. Just going to fluff out the edges of my shadow, and then if I need it I'll go back in with a lighter brown, but I'd rather not blend it up any higher. I take the same blending brush and I'm going to go with a little bit of Score, and I'm just going to blend this along my lower lash line. And I've also just blended that into my inner corner. We don't really want any highlight in the inner corner today. I'm just going for quite like a deep, smoky, very smoky eye. I'm going to take my ZA gel liner. It's the one in the little pencil. This is in deep brown. I'm just going to apply that to my waterline and my tight line. So for mascara, I'm going to be using my Perfect Action by ZA. I'm just going to apply that to my top and bottom lashes. So my camera died just as I was about to put on my lashes, but I put on my Stunner lashes from XOBeauty. I used my Ardell glue, the brush on clear glue, and I've just popped those on and I've curled them with my natural lashes. This is what the finished eye look looks like. You can see with the lashes it just makes it that little bit more dramatic, which I think makes it even more perfect for New Year's Eve. I've also taken my hair out so that you can kind of get an idea of what it's going to look like with your hair down, which I think is really good when you're about to add bronzer. So I'm going to be using my Laguna bronzer from NARS, and I'm just going to warm up kind of just the normal areas of my face, and I'm really making sure that I'm adding colour back in, because with a look this dark you really want your face to have colour to it, otherwise it can make you look quite washed out. Then for blush I'm just going to swirl on a little bit of Sex Fantasy, because it's a little bit just lighter, nothing too dramatic. It's not going to clash with the eye look. I'm just using my blush brush from Real Techniques to do this so that I don't get too much product. This just helps to make sure that it's a really light layer. And of course it wouldn't be one of my tutorials without a little bit of highlight, so I'm using my Bobbi Brown Shimmer Brick in Sandstone, and I'm just mixing all of the shades together and just adding a highlight to the tops of my cheekbones. This is a really intense product, so do be aware if you're using it, but we all know that I like an intense highlight, so I'm going to go for it. But just the tops of my cheekbones, because if I'm going to be going out on New Year's I don't want it to be over my whole face, because no doubt it being summer and the fact that I'm going out will mean that I'm probably going to get a little bit dewy throughout the night, so just the tops of the cheekbones keeps looking flattering. For lips today I'm going to go for my new LA Girl Glazed Lip Paint. This one is in the shade Blushing. I really love the way this looks. It might be a little bit too dark for this eye for some of you guys, but I think it looks really nice. I'm using a XOBeauty short eyeshadow brush, which I love for blending out lip products. Like, if you guys don't have a good lip brush, this one is so good, even though it's not meant for lips, it's amazing. So this is the finished look. I really like the way that it turned out. I feel like it is perfect for like a more dramatic New Year's occasion. I'm not too sure if I'm going to do something this intense because I'm going to the Britomount beach party, so I was thinking of doing like really beachy wave, something a little bit less curled than this, with like a more natural bronzy eye. But if you're going to like a regular New Year's, I think this would be really perfect, especially with the dramatic lip. So I really hope that you guys did enjoy this tutorial and found it helpful. If you did, don't forget to leave a thumbs up. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you all next time. Bye, and have a happy new year.